Hey everybody, welcome to the second presentation of the Culinary Skool Masterclass. Thank you so much for being here again. Today I have a very important, a very valuable presentation for you, and that is why quality matters. So why we do all of this in the first place, and all of the reasons why we source quality food when we're buying ingredients, and how it impacts our cooking and our lifestyle and even the environment, everything like that. So a very important video. Let's get right into it. All right, I can go right up there and let's get started. So why quality matters. This is a very important video for you all to see just why we source quality food and the benefits that it has and all of the detriments that will take place when you don't source quality food and what might happen to your health and your cooking and that sort of thing. So here we are, very important video. Let's get into it. Here is what we are going to cover: the nutrient density and health of quality food, flavor and enjoyment that comes from sourcing quality food, fewer additives and chemicals that are in quality food, and supporting ethical and sustainable practices when we choose to source and buy quality food. Building a stronger connection to the food. When you actually source this quality food, either directly from a farmer or from a farmer's market or something like that, you develop a stronger connection and you start building a connection to this product, and you start seeing like its lifestyle and its life in its entirety. So you see like where it came from and how far it's been, and now it's in your hands. And from here, you turn it into a delicious meal, and you feel fulfilled from that, and you really have a connection to this ingredient. So we're going to talk about a lot of very important things today, and these are all the reasons why I source quality food, and I think you should too. I have a YouTube, an Instagram, and a TikTok. Follow for exclusive content at canyon.rios. And share the course. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. And a small warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. And a pro tip, watch the video in 2 times speed. That'll help you out. Alright, let's get into it. Nutrient density and health. So, one of the most important reasons why we source quality food in the first place. Maximizing nutrient intake. Nutrient-dense ingredients provide more vitamins, minerals, and essential nutrients per calorie, supporting overall health without excess empty calories. So important. So, let's just first think about what is quality food. I am talking here about mostly all just organic produce, things that nothing is added to it, no chemical processes, no fertilizers, no pesticides. There is nothing foreign in the food. It is the purest form of how it was intended to be. It came up in the ground in healthy soil, and it has all of the nutrients that it should. And so when we get organic produce, then here we go. It's that much more nutrient dense. It's more nutrient dense because the soil that organic produce is grown upon typically needs to have more nutrients in the soil. So this is a very big topic about soil health and everything, but I'll throw you through a little brain exercise just to get you understanding kind of on a deeper level why we do everything. So, the soil health is everything, because from the soil, that's all of the nutrients, all of the food for the plant, for the produce, and further for the grass that then the animals graze on. So all of the nutrients in the soil are going into the food, and then that food is going into us. So it's extremely important that the soil is healthy. So now that we have that figured out, it's very important that most organic farms really take care of their soil, and they have sustainable practices that actually build up the soil microbiome. There's a microbiome in the soil, and that's how the crops get all of the nutrients. So conventional farming completely destroys this whole topic, or this whole idea of a healthy soil, because the conventional farming practices, they spray chemicals, pesticides, fertilizers onto the soil and the plants so that pests and insects cannot get to the plant, obviously. But what this does is destroys the soil. And what even further destroys the soil and the biome in the soil is the tilling. So after they harvest all their crops, they completely restart and till the soil with heavy machinery. And this breaks up all of the life that, if there even was any in the first place, breaks up all of the life in the soil. So conventional farming practices are really just not healthy for the soil, for our food, and for us, because the soil is where all of the nutrients come from in the first place. And okay, so now that we got through that, organic farming practices and sustainable farming practices, people who actually care about their practices and how their farm works will take care of the soil. And that's what a lot of really organic farms do, is they take care of the soil so that their plants have all of the things that they need in order to thrive. And when they are thriving from healthy soil and quality practices, then they taste better because they have more nutrients in them. They're healthy, they're happy. And we'll talk about the flavor and enjoyment later, but right now we're just talking about nutrients. So when I say a plant or vegetable, fruit, when it has healthier soil and better practices are being used when growing, they will contain much more ingredients, much more vitamins, minerals, and essential nutrients. And obviously this will help you because there won't be as many empty calories. There will be more nutrients per calorie, which will help you out in the long run. So super important that we source quality food for just maximizing nutrient intake. Improved energy and vitality. Foods rich in nutrients like fruit, meat, eggs, honey, and healthy fats boost energy levels, aiding in sustained vitality throughout the day. Yes, super important. Quality food contains actual life and energy and nutrients that support your health. Things that aren't sprayed with chemicals, they're literally zombie plants. And think about that plant just in your body. It's not supporting you. It's not giving you energy and vitality throughout the day. However, like quality organic fruits that were grown with sustainable practices will be healthy, happy, and delicious, and they'll have so much nutrients for you to actually use. So many more nutrients. Super important. And then say like for meat, say ground beef that came from a grass-fed cow. That grass-fed cow grazed on grass. If it was pasture raised, that grass was healthy because of the soil health. There was no industrial farming practices that are destroying the soil and the grass. So these cows are eating this quality grass, a lot of nutrients that they turn into incredibly nutrient dense meats and all of these proteins, all of these other nutrients, minerals, and vitamins that we need for our body. So extremely important. And on the other hand, conventional industrial agriculture, raising animals, you do not want to see how bad it is. And I might have to show you because it gets really bad. Animals are just in feedlots with glyphosate-ridden corn feed that they're feeding these animals, and it's just terrible because that corn that they're feeding them just has no nutrients in the first place, because these crops that they use to feed all of their animals, those crops are monoculture. It's just a big wasteland of these crops. All of the soil has zero nutrients from all the tilling and the pesticides and the fertilizers. They're trying to maximize the profits and the efficiency for them. However, this creates just a poor quality animal, poor quality meat, and poor quality humans, because we are eating that meat, and all of that terrible practices are just going into our body at that point. This is really important stuff, guys. Like, from the soil to the food to us, like, everything is linked, and it'll all end up in your body and really affect your life. And I'm telling you that right now. So, yeah, super important for just energy and vitality to source quality food, organic quality food. Extremely important. All right, supporting immune function. Quality ingredients rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals play a key role in boosting the immune system, helping the body fend off illness. That's right. I haven't been sick for a long time. Since I've started on this quality food, since I've only eaten quality organic food, I have not been sick, because my body has all of the nutrients and antioxidants, vitamins that it needs to fight off the bacteria, to fight off the negative bacteria in the world that'll get us sick. And that's the most important thing, because, when you're healthy, you don't get sick, and this doesn't affect your work and your performance and everything. So important. All you have to do is just eat quality food. And on the other hand, if you don't, like, if you're eating things that are nutrient barren with zero ingredients or antioxidants, then you won't have the defense mechanism in your body anymore to fight off harmful bacteria that'll get you sick. And yeah, so this all comes from just choosing quality food. Extremely, extremely important. Reducing risk of chronic disease. Even more important, a diet focused on nutrient-dense foods can help reduce the risk of diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity by promoting balanced nutrition and better weight management. There is a lot of food out there that comes from industrial farming and agriculture that literally kills us. It literally kills us. It just cultivates chronic disease in our bodies, like say seed oils that have been just, oh my god, like mass-produced canola rapeseed plant that gets heavily processed, heated up to a high temperature. We'll talk about this later in this video, but chronic disease is on the rise. It is at an all-time high because of the food that we're eating, guys. All of these terrible foods that we're putting in our body, just the chemicals and the things that should not be in the food, are literally causing us problems, health diseases, and death. So much of it. So all you have to do is source quality food and learn how to do that. And I am teaching that here. And it is not very complicated. It is really not. Try to source organic food. Try to get just whole single ingredient items, and you will be okay. You will be okay. And we'll talk about decoding food labels and actually how to read a food label and ingredient list. We'll talk about all that, but I'm just here to tell you now how important nutrient density is and quality food for overall health, and it is so important. There's a lot of chemicals in today's world that are just in our food, killing us. And processed sugars and bleached flours, chemically processed items that are just in the food that we're eating, and it's really easy not to realize, and I understand that, because I was at this point where I just didn't have the information to understand the harms and the dangers in our world today. So Now I'm trying to just give you this information so you know, because you need a shield nowadays. There's so much just toxic food, poison, that you need to look out for if you want a better quality life. Okay. Yeah, so I'm very passionate about this this presentation in particular. And now we'll talk about seed oil health risks, because this is something so important. I had to just throw this in because this is the one thing that I cut out and I will never eat again. I will never eat this shit again because, excuse my language, because it is just so bad for you and it is causing so many problems in today's world. Chronic disease. Processed foods and low quality fats are linked to inflammation and chronic disease. Seed oils oxidize at a high temperature, releasing harmful compounds. Why would you use them in your kitchen? Why would you put them in your body? Well, I understand, because you don't know how they're processed and you just see them on the shelf. It's a lot cheaper, and I understand. I'm not here to attack anybody who's eating seed oils, because I was at some point too. And I understand it's hard to just know it's hard to know all this stuff because they don't make it easy for you to get this information. But I am here now sharing this to you. So let's just take canola oil or vegetable oils. So what they do is they have a monoculture, just a big crop field of these, say, rapeseed plants that's canola oil. And once they harvest all of them, first of all, they have no nutrients in them in the first place. 0 nutrients, because it was a nutrient-barren wasteland. All of the soil was tilled. Excuse me. And so all of this soil was tilled, and all of the crops were sprayed. All of the soil was sprayed with fertilizers and pesticides, glyphosate. And yes, this helps keep the insects and pests away, but at what cost? Because from here they take these chemically soaked up plants, these seeds, and the real problem here, not even about all those chemicals that are in the actual plant, the real problem is they heat it up to an extremely high temperature just to extract the oil from the seeds. Now, you can cold press seed oils, but it is not as efficient, and it costs a lot more to do this. So that is why they heat it up very hot so they can press it faster, easier, and get the most out of it. But what this does is oxidize all of that oil and release harmful compounds. They release just terrible, carcinogens into this oil, and the oxidation in the oil really affects your body. It causes mass inflammation. This is where cardiac disease comes in, and joint pain, joint inflammation. It all comes from this oil that's heavily oxidized, and it surrounds your blood tissue. And you can research this. Surrounds your blood tissue, and that blood is going throughout your body and just destroying your everything, pretty much. It causing inflammation throughout your entire body. And this was extremely important for me to cut out, because I was trying to heal from all of my weightlifting injuries and everything, and my body was not feeling great. And part of that could have been because seed oils. And once I stopped doing that, once I stopped eating these oxidized, terrible seed oils, then my body felt a lot better, because it wasn't inflamed anymore, and I could actually heal my body. But yeah, it's bad. Seed oils are really affecting health, and I know they're cheaper, but it's just not worth it. It is not worth it. It'll really affect your health. Acne too. I used to have really bad acne, and it's still I still have some. I'm trying to heal that, but I used to have very bad acne because I worked at a diner when I was a kid, at my first job, and I worked at this diner. I was making hundreds of burgers a day, and working on the fryers, and the oils in the fryers, the fumes and all of that is just destroying my face and my body. And eating that, I was as unhealthy as I ever was, and it was just terrible. I will never go back there. But I'm glad that I figured this out now, and I can help you guys see the harms and the risks of eating seed oils. Okay, high omega-6 fatty acid content. Seed oils are rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, can cause an imbalance with omega-3s. This imbalance promotes chronic inflammation and root cause of diseases like arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. So, omega-3s are the friend. They are the actual healthy fats that we eat. They're in healthy salmon, they're in beef tallow, they're in butter, all of the good healthy fats, they're in avocados. Well, omega-6 fatty acids are not good for you. And when we eat a lot of these, like in seed oils, the optimal, so we can see the ratio, the ideal ratio. The optimal omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is 4:1 or lower, but a diet high in seed oils often skews it to 20:1 or higher. And no bueno, no good, because we need those omega-3s, and if omega-6 are causing an imbalance with omega-3s, that's just a problem. So yeah, seed oils, just eliminate those. That's all we have to do. And yeah, that is really it. And yes, there are good cold pressed seed oils, but you really have to look for those, and we'll talk about that in sourcing and decoding food labels and everything. But most all vegetable oil, fryer oil in restaurants, canola oil, it is all heavily oxidized, chemically processed seed oil. And that is not what you want to eat at all because of all of these reasons. So yeah, look out for that. Switch to animal fats. The animal fats actually have nutrients in them, because a grass-fed cow eating what it should be eating cultivates nutrients in its body, in the fat that it eats, and we take that fat and we cook with it, and then we actually have nutrients in the fats that we're eating, and we have high omega-3s, and it's a good thing. Grass-fed butter, ghee, tallow, yes, your friend. Seed oils, not your friend. Will kill you, will cause heart problems. bad. That's what we're taking away from today. Bad. Now, pasture raised versus caged. This is another thing I wanted to throw in, because this is something that is an easy change, and here's why. So let's say a regular grade A grocery store egg. You can see that it's extremely yellow, and who knows what they're feeding these chickens. But a pasture raised egg from a local farm, you know that, and you can go and look at the actual farm, but most of the time pasture raised, the chickens are in the pasture grazing all the food that they need, like even grubs and insects, and that's what makes this very nutrient dense yolk. And really important that they have these nutrients, because studies show that pasture raised eggs contain up to 6 times more omega-3s than conventional eggs. And we just talked about how omega-3s are very good for you. So it's really important to just source pasture raised eggs, because they are actually, that's what the chickens should be eating. It shouldn't have a soy corn feed just to plump it up and just to produce more eggs, because it's just, the nutrients are worth it, and your health is worth it more than convenience or efficiency, always. So yeah, here we are. One little change that you can make is just start getting pasture raised eggs. Try to look for a farmer at the farmer's market who can sell eggs for you. Maybe if you're a very charismatic individual, you can get them for a lower price. Create a relationship with the farmer, and it'll help you out a lot. And eggs are extremely good for you. They have all of the vitamins and nutrients that we need for our body, aside from vitamin C. They have every other nutrient that we need through a day. So eat more good eggs. Extremely important. And that's one thing that you can change, you can take away from this. Start getting better eggs, and you will tell the difference too. The flavor that comes from a good quality raised pasture raised egg. pasture raised egg is it's drastic. Like, and it'll make your breakfast that much better. And you'll really appreciate a quality grown chicken. So, you can only benefit from here. And I'll say this more, but don't look at healthy food as an expense. Look at it as an investment. Health is the best investment, and you will never regret that. Because you will be a healthier individual, and you will start making better choices for yourself, because your brain and body are clear from harmful chemicals influencing your decisions. So you'll start eating healthier food, you'll have better decisions, and you'll make better actions and become a more successful individual. So it's a good investment. It's a very good investment. Okay. So next, let's dive into just the flavor and enjoyment. So now that we talked about just the nutrient density and the health, why you should be eating quality food, I think I covered everything. I think I did. But let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can only benefit from eating quality food because you will become a quality person. The quality of the food you eat is the direct reflection of the quality of your life. And that is so true. Like, as soon as I started eating quality food, my life became quality. And it is just a simple cause and effect. Like, Isaac Newton could tell this to you. Very simple stuff, and we do not have to complicate it. Try to find quality food. And that's what we're here to teach you. That's what I'm here to inform you about. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really fun journey because you'll start creating this connection to food. You'll start gaining a skill on just quality sourcing. You'll be able to help your friends and your family. It's a beautiful thing. And from there, you'll start enjoying the flavor of the actual food because there will be so much more flavor and nutrients and deliciousness in the quality food. It'll make you happier. You'll enjoy the process. You'll enjoy cooking. You'll enjoy eating much, much more. And let me tell you why. Freshness elevates flavor. Fresh, high-quality ingredients contain vibrant flavors that processed or low-quality items lack, making every bite more enjoyable. So true. So, going to the farmer's market or going to a quality produce store, trying to source in the seasons, knowing what's in season, we'll talk about that, but that means the stuff will be fresh. The food will be fresh, and fresh, high-quality ingredients contain so much more flavor that'll make your cooking way better. Like, you won't even have to put in more effort because Mother Nature will be doing the work. Here's a quote from Marco Pierre White, a 3 Michelin star chef. I like his work, and he understands quality ingredients. And what he said was, Mother Nature is the true artist. I am just the cook. And I've been living by this because simplicity is key. And when you just source quality ingredients, all you have to do is just simple cooking because the ingredients speak for themselves. Way more flavor, and you don't have to add all these seasonings and crazy BS. You don't have to make it more complicated on yourself. All you have to do is just source quality food. And wow, the difference is just drastic. I'll take you back to a little story that I just thought about. When I was in culinary school, for the fundamentals, like my first semester, we were learning how to do knife cuts with carrots and onions and things like that. We were learning how to do bâtonnets, like long sticks, and dices, small, medium, large dice. We were learning how to do like julienne, all these special cuts. And the carrots that they used were just like massive, huge, long carrots. They were like as big as you could ever imagine. And these were heavily GMO carrots, just for this reason, so we could learn knife cuts better. And like, okay, I understand that, but when you eat this carrot, it tastes like nothing. Like, it tastes like cardboard. And when I tasted it, I'm like, oh, wait, that doesn't taste like a carrot. And it was just so interesting to see the direct example of like a GMO crop that just has zero nutrients in it and it tastes like nothing. And then later in my program, we ordered like very high quality organic food, and you just have a raw carrot, and I'm sure you guys have had a good quality carrot, and the difference is just magnificent. It actually tastes like a carrot, and you're like, wow, look at this difference. So I saw these two examples directly, and I'm like, okay, hold on, let's just take a step back. Why would I ever cook with ingredients that were not grown properly, that were not taken care of, that have no nutrients in them and no flavor? Why would I do that to myself or to my guests that I'm cooking for? Really simple. So from there on out, I only sourced like quality ingredients, and the difference is drastic because you'll actually have tasty food from just sourcing quality ingredients, because it actually has flavor in it. And that is so important. Like, if you want good food, just source quality ingredients. It will have more flavor. Super important. Seasonal ingredients shine. Sourcing ingredients in season ensures peak flavor, allowing natural sweetness, bitterness, or spiciness to shine in each dish. Wow, something in my throat. Anyways, seasonal ingredients. The seasonal ingredients will, so a crop, a vegetable or fruit. Sorry. So sorry, guys. Just, it's all coming out right now. So each different ingredient has a preferred season that it grows. Obviously, we know that. And because of this, it likes to grow in this season, so we don't have to we don't have to help it grow with chemicals or anything like that, because it wants to grow. So that is why we should shop seasonally, because we will support farms that grow seasonal produce. And that is really important because it's just not sustainable, and it has a very massive negative environmental impact when we source ingredients that aren't in season, because it's just way harder to grow this crop that's not in season, and it takes a lot more money, a lot more time, a lot more chemicals and pesticides to actually grow the fruit that doesn't want to grow in the season. So it's important that we buy seasonal ingredients, because those are the crops that actually want to produce, and they will have way more flavor, because that's when they're supposed to be growing, and you taste it. I mean, like a summer peach is the best, or you always wait for that summer peach or the summer tomatoes or the squash in the winter time. So try to shop in seasons, and your cooking will be better because it'll have more flavor, and it'll allow its natural flavors to shine. That's the most important thing. Very, very good stuff, shopping seasonally, and we'll talk more about that and how to do that. Quality enhances cooking techniques. High quality ingredients respond better to different cooking methods, bringing out richer and more layered flavors. Yes, so just again, it'll really improve your cooking, because you can actually taste the different flavors, and especially if you cook it like, say, a carrot in a braise, then you'll really be able to taste this carrot flavor and all of those, because it has so much nutrients and flavor. It'll impact the entire dish, and you'll get that subtle flavor of just deep caramelized carrot. And that would not be there if you source conventional produce that just doesn't have as much flavor. So it's just important because it'll increase and enhance your cooking overall. Yes. Flavor and nutrient connection. Food that tastes great when fresh and natural are often more nutrient dense, supporting overall well-being while satisfying taste buds. Better food, better for you, happy. It's really simple, but when something tastes good, most likely, like if something tastes good that's very simple, most likely it was a well-raised crop and it has a lot of nutrients in it, because nutrients are flavor. So there you go. Awesome. So that's flavor and enjoyment. I hope that makes sense. I know this is a lot of information, but yeah, it's great. And it's really important stuff. All right, another important thing. I gotta get ready. Fewer additives and chemicals. Cleaner ingredients, cleaner body. Minimizing additives, preservatives, and chemicals help reduce the body's exposure to harmful substances, supporting overall health and well-being. Better digest. Oh, sorry. Wait. Let's go back. So a cleaner ingredient, a well-raised crop that's organic will be it'll translate to a cleaner body, because you won't have anything that you don't need in your body, like all these chemicals and pesticides, fertilizers, glyphosate, chemical processes, microplastics, whatever it is. It won't be in your body. It'll just be the ingredient that's clean, pure, and simple, and that's good. That's a really good thing. And this just happens from minimizing these conventionally raised crops, and just taking that extra investment to get quality food. You'll have a quality body, a cleaner body, and this will support your overall well-being in just so many ways. You'll become just a better individual. You'll reach your highest potential, and that's it. Pretty simple. Better digestion. Foods free from artificial additives are easier for the body to digest, reducing the risk of digestive issues, bloating, and discomfort. Yeah, exactly. And digestion is extremely important, because we talked about your gut and what a crucial role it has for your overall health. So feeding it chemical food, zombie food that was sprayed and has no nutrients, is just really not serving your gut and then your overall body. So if you just get quality food, simple ingredients that are delicious from sustainably raised farms, better digestion, better health. It's all very simple. I hope it all makes sense. Oh, we missed one. It's all very simple. Oh my God, again. All right. Enhancing natural flavors. High quality ingredients without artificial flavor enhancers allow the natural taste of the food to shine through, creating more authentic and enjoyable meals. We pretty much already talked about this, but yeah, exactly. When a crop that doesn't have all of these chemicals in it, then the natural flavor will shine. However, if it does have a bunch of additives, preservatives, and all of that crazy stuff they'd be putting in our food, it really impacts, and it impacts the actual flavor of the ingredient. What it should actually taste like now tastes like Red 40 or whatever they put in there. Like all of the stuff from the entire process of its life, all of the things that are added to it, you'll taste it, and it'll hide the true taste of the actual ingredient, the natural taste of what it should taste like. So, yeah, good. Reduce risk of allergies and sensitivities. Limiting exposure to artificial chemicals and additives lower the likelihood of triggering food sensitivities, allergies, or inflammation in the body. Again, overall health, but a lot of sensitivities and food allergies come from just poor food that has so many additives and chemicals to it that your body is just like, what is this? And it sends up an allergic reaction or a sensitivity because it's just not real food, and your body knows that. And when you just start sourcing quality food, you will not experience this anymore. Source quality, nutrient-dense whole foods, and you will not experience allergies, sensitivities. You will not get sick. You will become healthier. You will only improve. Like, it's a no-brainer, and I understand. It's hard to understand that, like, just the massive difference between quality food and poor quality food. But it's there, and it's really important that we are on the good side of that. So yeah, Very good. And now we're going to talk more about the environment and just sustainable practices that we are going to be supporting when we source quality food. So, environmental impact. Sourcing ingredients from sustainable farms helps reduce carbon footprints, conserve water, and protect natural ecosystems, contributing to a healthier planet. So, other than just yourself increasing your overall health, you're increasing the planet's health, because sustainable and ethical standards when farming or agriculture are crucial to the environment, because poor standards and non-sustainable practices like really affect the planet. Say for industrial agriculture of cows. I'm not sure like all of the studies and the facts, but it takes more water to feed them. It takes more resources, and it really affects the planet, because all of the food that they're eating is from just a monoculture where the soil is just being destroyed and things like that. But there's another side to it. There's a thing called permaculture and permaculture. What was the other one? Permaculture. Forgot. But just practices that actually improve the environment when you're done with it. So you are serving the land by producing food, and it's a beautiful thing, and farmers are doing this all around the world, and we really need to support them, because they are creating a healthy planet. All we have to do is just buy their food. Our dollar is our vote, and that's something you've heard before, but this is the most important vote that we have, because supporting industrial agriculture is destroying the planet, and it's really important to know this. I know it's like unfortunate, but it's important to know so we can choose the right thing. All right, natural ecosystems. Yeah, very good. Animal welfare. Choosing ethically sourced meats and animal products ensures that animals are treated humanely, promoting responsible farming practices and higher quality ingredients. Think about the animals, guys. Think about the animals and how they're raised. And when you buy let's just go on the positive side. When you buy a pasture-raised, grass-fed cow, that cow he was happy. His life was spent just doing what he should be doing, in the sunlight, on the grass, just eating 25 pounds of grass a day, really just living his best life. And he was happy. And that will translate into the food, and it'll give you a better product, a better, delicious steak. And you should be happy about that, because you supported a quality life in an animal. And I understand, like, vegans and vegetarians, I understand their stance of, like, poor raised quality meats. They don't want to support that. And I understand. I don't want to support that either. I don't want to eat meat that has been just like, the cow has been tortured. Literally, they're tortured. They're in a pen for their entire life, just getting fed soy and like grains and like things that just it shouldn't be eating. And I'm sure the cow knows that. They're like, wait a second, my ancestors have not eaten this shit ever. What is this? But I have no choice. So yeah, all we have to do is support quality farms, local, small, family-owned farms that really know how to take care of an animal, and they'll give it a quality life, and we'll get a quality product out of that, better health, just better in every aspect. Way better. Supporting local economies. Purchasing from local sustainable producers support small businesses and local farmers, fostering community resilience and strengthening food networks. Extremely important to support local economies whenever you can, local farms, because, oh man, it really just builds community, and that's what we're doing here at the Culinary School. We are building a community of like-minded individuals, creating a strong community that supports better food systems and sustainable practices. So all you have to do to support your local economy and community is source quality food, because this will strengthen the farms and the food network supporting quality food, and that will just benefit everything, and everyone will be happier because they're like, yeah, this is the right thing. We're doing the right thing. This is good. So yeah, let's start doing that, and I'll do my part. That's all we can do. Great. Long-term food security. So important, thinking about the future. Sustainable farming practices promote soil health and biodiversity, ensuring that the future generations have an access to quality, nutrient-rich foods. Think about your kids. Think about your bloodline, your legacy. Like, what are they going to be eating? Well, that starts with today's world. What practices are we supporting? That will dictate what food sources will be in 10 years, 20 years down the line. It's what we support today. And that's so important just for the survival of the human race and our planet and our future generations. We want to raise our kids in a world that has quality food, and we don't have to be dealing with what we're dealing with today, and like with seed oils and processed foods and high processed sugar and fructose corn syrup. That's not what we want our kids to be eating. And all we have to do in order to stop that is just stop eating it and gear up with knowledge on what to support. And that's what I am here for. Here's how we create a better future. Eat quality food. Eat food that comes from a sustainable practice, a sustainable food system. That's all it takes. It's a very simple thing that will just impact a plethora of very good factors, very positive factors. Okay, so building a stronger connection to food. Another reason why to support quality ingredients. Building that connection that feels really good. When you have a connection to the food that you're eating, you are just more thoughtful. You show higher gratitude towards the practice and to the world, and you really can connect with the planet when you eat quality food. And here's why. Mindful sourcing. Taking time to understand where your food comes from creates a deeper appreciation for the journey of the ingredients from farm to table, to mouth, to body. Yes. So, yes, when you take the time to source quality food and you really care about the impact, what you're impacting, you just create a connection that's just a deeper appreciation to this product, because you know where it comes from, you know what you're supporting, you know it's a good thing, you know it had a happy life, and you know that you're supporting a farmer that can keep doing what he does best and he can keep doing the work that he loves to do. So all of these things just create a deeper appreciation, and it makes you see the beauty of the farm to table experience, and it will impact your life very positively. Hands-on experience. Visiting farmers markets or growing your own food fosters a personal relationship with the ingredients, encouraging thoughtful and intentional meal preparation. Exactly. Who doesn't love a fulfilling hands-on experience? And that's exactly what this is. We are going out there, getting quality ingredients, and then coming back home, preparing it in a beautiful way because we're happy about the food that we got and we really appreciate it at this point. And then we can eat it, and it's like, oh my God, it's so fulfilling. It is so fulfilling eating quality food because you know that it's a good thing that you're supporting, and you know it's going to support your health down the line. You'll become a better version. All of these just amazing things. So all you have to do is just try visiting a farmer's market if you have one, or try growing your own food if you have the resources to. That's awesome. I have a lot of plans about growing my own food, having a garden, and that's just amazing. Like being able to go to your garden, pick out a beautiful heirloom tomato on a summer's day, go back to your kitchen, and you're just marveling in this beautiful tomato that you grew yourself. Slice into it, and it's just like, wow, look at this thing that I grew from the ground. And so you make a little caprese, you get some mozzarella, some olive oil, some basil, and you take a bite, and your life is changed. Your life is changed. And I've had this experience before at friends' farms and places where I've worked, and it's just a beautiful thing. Like, and you'll never go back once you eat a quality grown tomato or whatever ingredient it is. It's just life is beautiful at that point, and you understand why to source quality food, because it just, for all the reasons that I'm sharing today, it'll really have a positive impact. Cultural and emotional ties. Learning about origins and traditions behind certain ingredients strengthens emotional and cultural connections to food, making meals more meaningful. Exactly. So the more you learn how to cook and the more you source quality food, you'll see how other cultures prepare this food, and you'll be able to hands-on experience do that in your kitchen. And again, it'll make the meal way more meaningful, and it's just a beautiful thing. Learning how other cultures create meals and how they source their ingredients, what ingredients they used, and how you can use them in your kitchen. It's just an awesome thing. Food is an awesome language, and it's a really cool aspect of life. I love it so much. Gratitude and awareness. Being mindful of the effort that goes into producing quality food promotes gratitude and respect for the ingredients, leading to more mindful eating habits. Yes, exactly. When you understand the effort that a farmer has to go through to produce a quality grown crop, then you really just start to have gratitude. And gratitude is a really good thing for your life, and it makes you happier and just a better individual when you really care about the things that people are doing to give you a great product. And it'll lead to more mindful eating habits. Like, you'll understand why you're doing this in the first place, and you'll start to eat better, and it's just, there's everything to gain. Everything to gain. All right. Where are we at? Summary. We made it. We made it through. That was really fun for me. I hope you could see like my energy and my passion for this quality food, and I hope it can translate into your life. That is my goal. And yeah, I'm just excited to create a community that cares about quality food and understands the impacts that they have on the food system and our environment and our planet. And I'm just really excited to talk to like-minded individuals about this. So, sorry. Wow. Yeah, I really just laid it out. It's great. So yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you again for listening, and if you guys implement this into your life, I really do appreciate it. It's a good thing. Nutrient-dense health benefits. So now we're just going over the summary of what we just learned. High-quality, fresh ingredients are rich in essential nutrients that support health, boost energy, strengthen immunity, and reduce disease risk. Yep, exactly. So better nutrients for your body, reduce health problems, strengthens your immunity, you won't get sick anymore. Only good things, only benefits. There are no detriments to eating quality food, because again, health is not an expense. Quality food is not an expense, it's an investment, and it's the best investment to make. Enhance flavor and enjoyment. Fresh seasonal ingredients deliver vibrant, natural flavors and respond beautifully to cooking methods, creating more enjoyable and authentic meals. Exactly. Getting fresh, seasonal, quality ingredients will have more flavor, make your cooking just 10 times better, more delicious, and you'll be able to create meals that are just incredibly simple And that is a really cool thing, to just let Mother Nature be the artist, and you are just putting things together, and it came out delicious. That is an amazing thing, and I want everyone to experience that. And it's really simple. We will have a lot of meals. I will show you how to create meals that are very simple but just so delicious, and that is all because of the sourcing quality food. This is the base for everything that I'll be teaching. Ethical and sustainable choices. Choosing quality food supports sustainable practices, animal welfare, and local economies, fostering a mindful, meaningful connection to food and its origins. Environmental impact. We are supporting quality food systems that impact the environment in a positive way. And it supports animals, it supports better lifestyle for the animals, for the food, and for the humans, for the farmers that are growing this food or raising these animals. It really impacts our world when we ourselves choose to support quality food. If everyone or a lot of people start doing this, then we'll have no choice to support or to grow farmers, because that's where the demand is coming from, or that's where the demand is for, and we'll have to support those, and we'll have to limit all of the industrial agriculture, because people just won't be buying these chemically processed foods anymore if we all just start to source quality ingredients. And that would be a really cool shift to see, just taking out corporations and industrial agriculture because we want a grass-fed steak. God damn it. We want organic milk. We want raw milk back. We want nutrient-rich ingredients, because it's better for our health. And once everyone understands the nutrient density, the flavor and enjoyment, and the ethical and sustainable choices that we're making, I mean, that's all we have to do. We have to start just sourcing these quality food, and life will change. Our food systems will change, and it'll be a beautiful thing. That's what I want. That's my goal. Because that is everything in life. Food is everything. And the more we can support quality food, the better life will be. Supporting quality food in our world will create a quality planet. Yep. The food you eat, here's a little quote by Anne Wingmore: "The food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison." So true. And this could not be more relevant for today and for this video, because exactly, I mean, just think about it. Like, food with actual high quality ingredients will have more nutrients and will support your body. It'll act as medicine for your body, fending off illness, fending off disease, everything like that. But on the other hand, if you source poor quality food that was raised by industrial agriculture or for just efficiency and max profits, you will be poisoned, because there's chemicals in there that are literally killing your body. Your body does not want fertilizers, pesticides, glyphosate, and chemicals in your body. It does not want that, and it will die. You will go through chronic disease if you start eating these seed oils and just chemically processed foods. It'll act as poison, and it'll take a long time, but you'll see eventually, like, damn, I really wish I ate better food. And that's again what I've seen from so many people that are, so many elders. The one thing they regret was not eating quality food, not caring about their health, not investing in their health. And that's just the food that you eat. That's what I'm here to teach. The food that you eat is everything. It'll dictate the life that you have. So, great. Now let's just get to work. Action items: just try to go out there to a farmer's market, get some quality in-season produce, get some quality pasture-raised eggs, maybe a grass-fed steak or some organic beef, and you'll see the difference. You will taste the the higher flavor. You'll see that there's more nutrients in there. Your life will start to just improve the more you eat this quality food. And yeah, you'll start understanding the environmental impact that you have on the planet. So that is that is the end. Thank you all. This was a really fun video to make, and sorry, very fun video to make. I hope this all makes sense and you can start to implement this into your life. I really appreciate each and every one of you for listening and for trying to make a difference. Thank you very much. I will see you on the next one. Let's get to work. Thank you very much. Peace.